day gets us back on the road again. The plan's to continue to stay in front of the weather, and we're not doing too bad a job at this point. We set our sights for Baltimore, which is home to yet another Harvest Host site, which was the Anchor Bay East Marina. You could easily be deceived looking at the parking, thinking this was not a great place, but it was nothing short of fantastic. And right in the heart of Civil War historian geography. A trip to Gettysburg is probably like no other if you have an appreciation for military history. It's a museum, it's a battleground, it is huge.
From the time of the battle, as you're going to see, the vast majority of this event did occur in the fields, farms, and woods all around the town, and not so much in the town itself, and that's why so many of these old buildings still survive. To step back for just a quick moment, those that are interested, the town itself was established in 1780. In 1800, it did become...
Gettysburg is one of many battles that was fought during the American Civil War. It was pivotal to the outcome of the Civil War. It is a cemetery that deserves every bit of respect we could give it. So we hopped on a bus and we took the tour.
Caliber muzzle-loading rifle musket. So in layman terms, the bullets are about the size of the end of an adult index finger. They had a wallop to them. Being muzzle case, they were facing to your left. Generally, typically, if at all possible, shooting out over open ground, which, as you all know, would provide an advancing enemy, the Confederate Army, with little or no cover. And you're going to see this does become a theme throughout the story. Again and again and again, the Union Army will be on the commanding high ground. Whether it is borne out by casualty returns of the various units involved here that day. So that's not some wild imaginary figure. But they were literally laying so thick in places the men had to trample upon the dead and wounded to get from point A to point B. So we just drove by John Rose's now famous wheat field. And that, of course, brings us up to the round tops on your right. Again, little round top closest to us, open face, big round top a little further back, covered with trees. Now, if you can, everyone, just imagine 4 times the Confederate Army is going to charge up Little Round Top. Texans, Alabamians, initially, and then eventually Georgians and South Carolinians, among maybe a few others. There is some evidence there might have been a 5th attack, but they all failed. But at one point, Confederates did break through and scrambled up to within about 100 yards of the crest. At that very critical moment when it appeared they were on the verge of victory, Union reinforcements arrived and drove them back down the hill. That was their 3rd attempt, by the way, so a 4th and potentially a 5th attack we made following that. But when darkness settled in, the Union Army still holds the commanding high ground.
The trip to Gettysburg is nothing short of amazing. But the day had to come to an end, so we got back on the bike and back to our Harvest Host site. And here's just a little bit of what this place had to offer.
What